APG Jamie here. And today we're doing fourth Sunday hop. It's a live hop, filmed before a live internet audience. And if you're watching the replay, I thank you, and I thank everybody for being here. You jumped on the bus so fast, I had to mad dash out here to the studio so I could be on time. Thanks, everybody, and my apologies if I don't call you out by name. I just so much appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm hoping y'all can hear me because I have a green light on my sound board. I don't know, sound screen. I don't know what it's called. My sound thingy. Look, it's me. Never gets old. Never gets old if you're me, that is, because, yeah. So this has been brought to us by the Mary Altier. She has done a bang-up job putting together Journaling by 5, which our Miss Shannon Green is worldwide known for. And it is a way to get you out of your own, way, mostly. If you have issues with thinking about, oh, what am I going to do now? And oh, should I do this or should I do that? It's a timed kind of challenge, and there's plenty of leeway for you to change it up. Speaking of times, where's my timer? Okay, I'll have to be right back because my timer is in the house. Don't go anywhere. Just chat amongst yourselves. I'm coming back. Stay with me. Ah, bless my heart, everybody. Bless my heart. Okay, I got my timer. It was on the charger. Oh. I'm assuming everyone has caught the bus just about. Or yeah, exactly, Nicole. Bless my heart, y'all. On the caught the bus over from Keisha's, and Shannon was a guest over there. Woohoo! We appreciate Shannon being with us this evening. Being how this was her invention. No, I'm not starting yet. No. No can do. So I don't know, because I didn't get to see Keisha's beginning or Mary's beginning either, for that matter. Bless my heart, y'all. I'm a bad hopper. So, general basics of Journaling by 5. It's a fast, fun way to play. No thinking, because the whole deal is to get your job done, all right? It loosens you up mentally and intuitively. It can be fun. If it stresses you out, maybe you ought not do it. Or you can change it up to suit your particular needs. The main thing is to let go, for me, is to let go of the outcome. Chances are you're not going to end up with a masterpiece, but you might. It could happen. People win the lottery, like that lucky person yesterday. Holy cow, that super lucky person with $1 billion win. Oh, I had several tickets and none of them won. Oh, it's sad. Anywho, Shannon does recommend to treat this as a game and to keep it fun. There's no such thing as cheating. You are just essentially customizing it to your needs. It is to help It's to help you, not hinder you, okay? Your best bet, if you're going to do this with the timed method, which kind of makes it fun and exciting, okay? I know, it's just not, Mina, just not fair, is to gather your supplies. I use, hang on, bear with me. I know, we all thought I had my act together. Okay, we thought that. I use these little baskets from the Dollar Tree. I know it's empty. I have an empty basket. That means that I did a project. Finished a project, I guess I should say. Anyway, I use those. You can use a cardboard box, a Walmart bag, or whatever works for you. And it helps your speed if you gather your stuff in advance, okay, y'all? So you would want separate piles, you know, if you're just going to go one step after another. Anyway, the first one is paint or ink or, well, thank you so much, Melody. I so appreciate that. Look at that. Sticker love unicorns. You can use paints or spray inks, that although those are going to be pretty wet. Anyway, you can use whatever you want to get color down. I like to use parchment paper. I use a silicone coated type of parchment paper, and very few things actually stick to it. I do have some paint residues, but that's, you know, very, very minimum. So that would be the first step. And you'd gather your paints together. They don't have to be in a color family, but just know if you mush them too much, you're going to get probably unattractive colors. But that's okay, because sometimes that will work in your favor as well. Yes, I do have the links to the rest of the videos coming up in my description box. And if you should happen to take a break and forget where you want to go next, you can always pop back in, hopefully, and see the list in my description box as well as the other folks' description box. Following me will be the lovely Malia. So step one was to add paint or color in some sort of way. All right. The easiest way that I have found is I took Shannon's advice and used a plastic gift card, credit card, whatever kind of plastic card you got, because you can just really smoosh that stuff out there, y'all. Get it on there, and then you don't have to worry about messing with cleaning a paintbrush or anything like that. You can use your fingers too. Mary did that a while ago. Just saying. So that was step one. Step two is going to be texture collage stuff. You know, like book papers or scrapbook papers or something like that. And you don't want to keep it, you don't want it to be real bulky. Oh, all these steps, yes, smoosh is a technical word, Keisha. It's very technical. All these steps, you get 15 minutes for each step. Now, if you're having issues with having enough time to do everything in one day, do one thing today, one thing tomorrow, or next week, and you can work it out that way as well. So step two was the texture collage stuff. Step three, which is what I'm doing this evening, is stamps and stencils. Step four would be focal images or words and phrases, that kind of thing. And step five is going to be pens or markers or something like that for making doodles and mark making and detail work. Now, when you do this, you're not necessarily ending up with different steps on different days. You're not necessarily going to end up with a finished page, but it definitely gives you a awesome starting point where you can come back and piddle around with it later. Add details, straighten up things you're not happy with, cover up things you're not happy with. I don't know that I would rip a page out if you're doing this in a journal. Okay. I made a journal and I've got my first steps done. I took 10 pieces of cardstock, folded them in half, and I didn't even sew them together. I used a stapler, but you can't see it. I used a long arm stapler. And I've got the first 2 steps done where I've got the paint and collage papers, 15 minutes on the paint, which was more than enough time because I did like Shannon did. I squished all my paint out. And then I used the plastic card, and I just had more than enough time to smoosh that all out. I did fronts and backs of the pages. I started running out of time on the paper. In fact, my last piece of paper, it's just one little flower. So, because, and that was like right at the buzzer. So, but this is what we've got so far. And I'm okay with it. I mean, it's not gorgeous or anything. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little. It looks like I'm just way too close. Squint your eyes. Did that help? I think that helped. I think it's shake and bake and it helped. I hope that's better for you because it looks better for me. Okay. Anyway, looks like I've got coffee dyed paper, some library card paper, book paper, envelope. Look, it's a pear, so I got an image on there already. Here's some flowers. I don't know. I guess I was just sticking them all at the bottom. There's some doily, a painty doily, and a little die cut. Here's some other painty paper. Book paper, painty paper. This page got a little muddy. It's not horrible, but this is a piece of craft paper that's been embossed with an embossing folder. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see it. If I can see it, you can see it, right? Right. Okay. Iced tea, beef stew. What are y'all talking about? And then this is where, like I said, that was like the last second. So that one's, but it's on there. Okay. Well, Keisha, everybody's is going to be different. All right. Now, if I were going to do this myself, like I said, Shannon has given me permission. She says there's no such thing as cheating. It's just doing it to work for me. I would start off with doing some collage work, the flat collage papers, then add paint, then maybe add collage stuff again. You can do that, all right? So I've got like 10 pieces of cardstock, which gave me 20 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So that's not the best of colorations either, but it works with the coffee dye. So anyway, we do have just 30 minutes for our video op for each session. Or each session, journaling by 5 sessions, going to be 15 minutes. That's why I had to go get my timer, y'all. So I've picked out some what I felt like were generic stamps, and this is script, and then that's some kind of flowery, and it's a big background stamp. Let's see, I've got some other more littler stamps here, but you can't really see them. I like faces, so I grabbed some faces. Here's a smaller script, and smaller faces. I've got different stencils, which while we're talking about them, let's just pull them out of their plastic so they'll be ready to go. I'm thinking I'll have the 15 minutes will be plenty of time for me because I plan on using inks for this section, this step. Okay, that's my plan, man. Okay, will I stick with it? I don't know. But I've got different sizes and brands of stencils. So I'm going to just go ahead and pull them out. I'm going to leave my stamps on here because I think they'll be easier to find, maybe. Who knows? Oh, y'all know how I am. I just don't know how it's going to, I don't know. It could be a just total mess. And I may have to do Mercy gessos on every page. And that'll be okay. So that's, okay, that's, I don't know. I just grabbed some of them. I don't know that any particular stencil will be better than another. Or not. I don't know. I've only done this. I think I've only done the JB5 twice before. But don't quote me on that. I don't tend to have much of an issue with getting out of my own way. Sometimes I have too much supplies out on my desk and can't make a decision. So I try to limit the stuff on my desktop, and that helps me not overthink, because too much stuff like I have now can make it hard to decide what you want to use, because it's like, oh, do I want to use this or do I want to use that? Like I've got my silicone papers to stick between them. I better get busy because I've only got a few seconds left. Okay, where'd my journal go? Okay, find my timer. Probably gonna run myself out of time because I chit-chatted too much. Okay. I'm gonna use brushes, makeup brushes from the Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna line me up. And go. I don't know how this is gonna work, y'all. I just don't know. I've never used the brushes before, so that'd be fun too, won't it? Will it even work? Oh, it's working. Oh my gosh. Can y'all see the timer? Yeah, okay. Well, that looks just lovely. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can, and that's the only thing that matters in my world. Right? Right. Move that. Let's get a second one. Let's get this one. This is green. Says it's an olive. We're just going to shift that. So, I will go back to my usual ignoring chat because I'm on a timer. I'm not much of a doodler, so I don't know that I will actually even do that final step because I'm just not a doodler. Turn the page. Now, the benefit of working in a journal is you have this whole big old, no, I don't have time for this, Stencil. Why are you jammed up? Stop it. Go away. We didn't want to use that one anyway. Is you can lay one stencil across everything. Just across both those pages and just go to town. And yes, some of these colors will be transparent and they won't show up that well. And that's okay. Shannon said it's okay. I believe her. At one point, I thought I would do some texture paste on here, but y'all know that stuff doesn't dry very well at all. Well, it dries well. It just doesn't dry quick. It's showing up. I'm going to shift it just a little so we can get some down here. Now, most of these, well, actually all these inks, these archivals are translucent to a certain degree because they are they, what are they? Are they pigments or dyes? I don't know the difference. Waterproof, pit permanent, acid-free dye ink. So there we go. And I won't remember that the next time I'm curious about it. So we'll move that stencil aside because we're just gonna, you know, run out of time. Is my timer, did my timer stop? No, it's still going. Okay, it's still going. Okay, I'm done with the green. I don't want any more green. We're gonna use, well, this one's not gonna show up at all. Let's use the brown. We got some brown. Coffee, not brown. It's coffee, y'all. Coffee in an ink pad. How magical is that? The hardest part of using stencils is you have to hold them, well, unless you use tape, you know, kind of in place a little bit. Oh, I haven't used a stamp at all. It's supposed to be stamps and stencils. Stamps and stencils. I better get, okay, wait. Okay. All right, let's get one of these. We're gonna use that same color? No, we're gonna use Garden Patina. It's my favorite one, y'all. In case you didn't know that. Oh, it's upside down. Not that it matters. Unless it bothers you, then don't do it upside down. Can y'all even see the stamp? I don't know. I can see it. There we go. Stamp. Open that up. Get a different stamp. Let's get that one. Let's get the black ink pad. It's a big Mamba Jamba ink pad. There we go. Can we see it now? Maybe-ish. It has warmed up today. It's very humid here, but it's warmed up. And I'm actually thinking I might have to turn the air conditioner on out here at some point. Maybe. But I can't get up and do that right now because I'm busy. I'm trying to beat the clock. Come on. Oh, and Shannon, I think, was one of the first people that used a brush through the stencils, by the way. I don't want that. I don't want this one. She was using those, I don't know what they were. She had them in her Etsy shop, those paint brushes. I don't know if Shannon's here or not. But they were kind of like big stencil brushes. Y'all know the one Tim has that he sells now? They were like those, only larger. And Shannon was using stencil brushes with her inks years ago. Been a few days. So I like scripty stamps too. And stencils. Okay, here comes the swirly one. If it doesn't get stuck on there. Here we go. Do that side. Let's get a different color. Purple. Get purple because it's purple. Get a purple. See, I marked it like Pam over on the paper Outpost did. She put colored threads, string, yarn, whatever, on her brushes and ink daubers. So she could mix them, or, you know, just use that for all the purples and so on and so forth and junk like that. And, oh, I like that. Let's put some of this over here. Anyway, when you're doing yours, you can work on the flat. You don't have to work in a journal. And your pages can be whatever size you want them to be. And if you want to turn them into a greeting card or an artist trading card or a tag or whatever else, you can. There's no law that says you have to do pages. It is called journaling by 5, but as most of y'all know, I don't really journal. I just put, you know, visual art stuff in mine, and I call that journaling. I do usually put little hidey-ho pockets so I can come back and put stuff in there if I want to, you know, because it could happen. I just seldom actually journal with words, but it could happen, I guess. Ooh, this one's awful big, isn't it? There's a lot of space in here. Let's use the pink. And by pink, I mean vibrant fuchsia. Vibrant fuchsia. How am I doing on time? Terrible. I'm just doing terrible with it. But that's okay. As you can see, I'm not panicking. The race against the clock is not making me panic. You can't even tell nothing. Can't even tell I did anything on that. Get a different color. What other color? We'll use the brown. Brown. That's going to show up. There we go. And it can be subtle, and it can be, you know, straight up in your face or whatever. Oh, we need to use one of them face stamps, don't we? Let's use one of them. But I'm going to have to get a block. And they can be covered up later with the focal image or whatever. Because, you know, you can just stamp all crazy like. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. You hear me, clock? I'm not panicking. Oh, I feel so panicky. Okay, that's enough of you. Let's put some of this. Oh, that's nice. How's everybody doing? I can't read chat. Wake up, computer. I can't read chat. I can't say hello. I can't say goodbye. You say hello. I say goodbye. We're almost done. Oh, we got this. We got this, y'all. Let's get a different color. Let's get Forget Me Not, which is kind of a blue. What are we going to use on it? Where's that stamp? Get that one. I do like script, so I'm not surprised I grabbed so many of them. That's a perfect color on this page, y'all. Let's put some, where's the stencil? Let's put, oh, for heaven's sakes. It's a craft-a-lynch. Let's put purple on there. Because we can. Because we're not panicking. Like I said, the next person that we'll be going to will be the lovely Malia. Her link to her channel, it's not to the direct video. You'll need to go to her channel and then watch for her to come on live, which means you'll probably have to refresh once or twice depending on when she actually starts and when you actually go over there, because you might need to take a break, y'all. Mary has programmed us breaks in there. Well, that's just beautiful. That's Molly. She thought I was talking to her when I said the word beautiful. Because, you know, that's what she thinks when I say the word beautiful. She's like, oh, Mama's talking about me. I just know it. Molly's a princess. Okay. Scooch that one aside. Okay, oh, now we're getting to our pages that don't have much collaginess on them. Let's see, this is Venetian orange. We're going to use the red brush, the pink brush, the red brush, and let's use this stencil. Let's just see how well this one does. Well, of course, we know purple and orange make brown because that's what they do. They're not friendly colors with each other, although I like brown. In fact, I'm wearing a brown t-shirt today. And yes, I have jeans on because I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl. Some places it looks orange. What's kind of looking orange? And really, Venetian orange is kind of a brownish orange anyway, right? You agree with me? Somebody say yes? I'm checking chat. Did somebody say yes? We only have one more page to go. Oh, we're running out of time. Hurry up. Who quit looking at the clock? Who did that? Last page. Right here. Last page. I think these are 20 pages. Is that what I said I did? I think it was 20 pages. Seconds. The seconds are outlasting. This poor last page is not getting much action, is it? Okay, phone, stay with me. It's my timer. It's my timer. One and done. Ta-da! Dismiss, because we're done. Ta-da! Now, did that seem all crazy? Oh, you're behind in buffering. Oh, no, Southpaw. Well, y'all, you might not can tell so much on the screen. Thanks, Gail. I so appreciate each and everybody being here. We've got 2 minutes left. But we got something on every page, including our last page. But it's going to need some help later, y'all. It's going to need some help. So I'm happy-ish. I mean, some people, you know, of course, Shannon does really well because she's done this process. Thanks, Rain. Many times. It's her process. And her channel is by Shannon Green, which is B-Y Shannon Green. And she has a Facebook page. And this is just silly fun. And I only use the one girl stamp. What's the matter with me? I love faces. I love faces. But we got something on every page. You can't see it much on that one, though. Oh, that's the last page. No wonder that's the last page. But I am free to come back and do that at a later date. It's fun. Hey, Tanya. It's fun to use the brushes and the stencils and the ink pads that I hardly even used. That's just the way I go. Wonder if that'll rub off on there. So, our next stop is going to be the lovely Malia. And what step is she doing? I threw my paper down. Hang on. Oh, and the benefit of using the ink pads in this time step is you don't have to worry about putting paper between there. So if I just did Stamps and Stencils. Oh, Malia's going to get to do focal images and words or phrases or such stuff like that. That'll be fun. I just so appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, the lurkers too, absolutely. Don't you know it? Don't you know it? Let's go ahead and head over to Malia's, or take our break and then get over to Malia's. Like I said, her link is in the description box below. Click on that to go to her channel, and then as soon as she's live, it will, you'll have to refresh probably, and it will show that she's got her live going. And thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.